Hello, everybody. My name is Julian Hidde, and for this presentation, I'll be going over the study Are Deepfakes Concerning? Analyzing conversations of deepfakes on Reddit and exploring societal implications. To give context and prior research, there were a group of human-computer interaction researchers that wanted to do a study on deepfakes, which included where it first originated. The term deepfakes came to the surface in 2017, where a group of Reddit users made synthetic celebrity pornography without the consent of the celebrities themselves. This impacted society because there were more conversations including deepfakes in other areas of the world, such as politics, international security, and non-consensual content. The whole purpose of the study is to see what users on Reddit know about deepfakes, understanding the type of conversations that Reddit users are having regarding the topic, as well as recognizing the social implications made in those conversations. I do want to note that the researchers do understand how deepfakes affect society, such as the fakeness that it brings to those different avenues, but they don't understand how people are conversing about the topic, especially on the platform in which deepfakes originated. This leads to how the data was collected. The researchers focused on collecting data between 2018, the year after deepfakes was getting popular, to 2021. They were able to collect data using something called the PushShift Reddit API, which essentially is code that was made to search Reddit data using a search term or a key. In this specific case, the key was deepfakes, and the code was able to return all posts and comments related to the term so that they could do further analysis. In front of you is a mapping of all the topics that they were able to get from the data. To be more specific, they first used a Python code to expand abbreviated words or language that they don't know, remove hyperlinks or other sorts of special characters so that they can just get all the raw data. After that, they were able to use a human-computer interaction model called the Non-Negative Matrix Factorization Model, or the NMF model, which identifies the numbers of topics within the certain posts and comments and measure the relativity between the words in those posts to the topics that were being created. Then, after that, they were able to summarize the amount of posts and comments between all 4 years and then map it out visually for us to see. So what were the overall findings? There were 2 overall topics for both posts and comments for all 4 years. To start with posts, the main 2 topics were the use of deepfakes, especially related to Donald Trump, because at the time the presidency regarding Donald Trump was also popular and deepfakes were being made on Donald Trump, as well as pornography, specifically fake nudity and the technology used to create those videos. For comments, the top 2 topics were concerns towards deepfakes and how to identify deepfakes from real-life content, and the second topic being posting more content related to posts for and against deepfakes. When it comes to societal implications, there were both positive and negative results from the conversations. Some include Reddit becoming an incubator for deepfake creators, which is specifically talking about people becoming more able to make those sorts of contents regarding deepfakes. Reddit allowing users to raise more concerns towards the deepfakes, so being more open for people to question the topic itself. Reddit users discussing how to litigate the use of deepfakes. And lastly, Reddit users supports those who create customized pornography, which include deepfakes themselves. These were just some of the topics that were listed in the study. There were 10 listed overall, but these were the most glaring out of the ones that were there. So how reliable and accurate is the data and their findings? The data was definitely accurate based off the methodology that they used, the code, and the sourcing that they came from. However, there were definitely limitations. The research itself may have obscured emerging discussions because of the code that they used. They led the code from 2 people, and the parameters that they used may have been biased depending on certain conversations. So this limits emerging conversations and discussions that would have aided to the insights that they could have used in their studies. This leads to the second point, where the research itself may have suppressed other avenues of discussion. They only focus on deepfake conversations and societal implications. However, that doesn't mean that there are other implications that could have given them insight on what the Reddit community knows about deepfakes, as well as the conversations that they are having. So that leaves out other implications and other conversations that weren't considered. Overall, we're still able to gain so much from this research and able to even connect this to a study made by Kling. One of the quotes that was used in Kling's article was, social informatics research pertains to information technology use and social change in any sort of social setting, not just organizations. The researchers were able to bring information technology and social informatics research to a platform like Reddit, which is completely virtual and completely open platform for people to discuss their own open thoughts about the topics or specific topics in mind. It didn't have to be any sort of workplace, and they didn't have to gain they didn't have to get any sort of sample size to understand a specific objective. They were able to see the importance of social platforms and dive deep into the research behind the platform to gain meaningful conversations that would have aided to their insights.